Wake me up on Christmas morning. Stay in bed and keep me warm. Everyone is still asleep, so tell me what you're wishing for. All the best things, all that you want. If I could, you would have it and more. All the right words and all the best years. I hope you get what you're wishing for. I hope you get what you're wishing for. Let us call this moment holy. Let us have this sacred space. And if the year brings no more joy, I'll have the memory of your face. We only have this hour together before we have to face the day. So close the door and look at me now. Please remember it this way. All the best things, all that you want. If I could, you would have it and more. All the right words, all the best years. I hope you get what you're wishing for. I hope you get what you're wishing for. All the right words and all my best years. I hope you get what you're wishing for. I hope you get what you're wishing for. I knew that you were much too good to be true. So I was waiting for the other shoe to drop. But it was too much, too soon. I was too far gone. I didn't hear the warning, I didn't see that plane. And before I knew it, you were on it. I could try to wait and let this candle slowly burn. I could try to wait if you want me to. Just say the word. I know heartache only too well. just say that word.
God, I'm pleased with my purchase. Like, if you don't need a huge amount of cards and you want them to look like I think
they should totally sponsor us.
You know what I mean? They should. Maybe we should just look at these beautiful
Look
business
at these
cards.
beautiful cards from Canva.
Oh my gosh.
Give us money, Canva.
Oh, look at this Moby Kit Rescue card. It's so slick and it's got a nice weight to it and everything. Okay.
Sarah Donner.
And Michael McLean, what's up?
Hello, how are you?
I'm here and I'm good. I am good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, lovely folks watching. I'm told that we can be seen by people now, so I think that's going on.
Looks like it.
How's everyone doing?
Yes.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like,
yeah, you are.
Yeah, like the pandemic, the wave is like, I looked at a chart. I look at the Washington Post chart every day and it like gets scary. And right now it's like the chart is way back down for cases.
It's like we have hope again.
Like
it's that time of year.
What used to be awful, we're back down to that level, which seems great now.
Yeah. I'll take it for as long as it lasts.
I'm thinking about going to the open mic on Tuesday. We'll see.
You monster.
How I feel about that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to everyone who's watching, and thank you for hanging out with us. And special welcome to all of the fans of Galaxy Electric who are joining us. We're super jazzed to be joined by them and Eric German for the premiere.
Yeah, I'm really
music video
excited about this. I watched the video earlier. So this whole show is about this video that they just put out, which is amazing. We're gonna get there.
We'll save it.
Yeah, we'll save it.
We'll save it. Yeah.
What's going on with you?
What's going on with me? Oh gosh. I mean, I've overcommitted myself more than I ever have before. And so I've been working on how to juggle that because there are a number of commitments that I can't just drop in the middle. So I'm just learning different ways of coping, which involves some ranting, some raving. Yeah.
Do you want to talk at all about the various projects that you're in the middle of? Or is that just too stressful?
No, that's fine. Yeah. So yeah, I am the president of Moby Kit Rescue, which was the recently launched thing. And so I've been working with other members of the board to have an intake of cats and protocol and like just so much stuff. But somehow I've kind of turned into the graphic designer. And so I found out that Canva has a nonprofit free professional accounts if you have a nonprofit. And so I've been able to make these sweet little cards for Moby Kit Rescue in the back. And I also made this mistake, but
this is so on brand for you.
This is so on brand for me. So I was like, oh, what if we had this? So there's this big argument about like every time there's a graphic thing, like somebody has an opinion. And so there's this thing about like how to get people to donate. And I was like, well, why don't we put the code on the card? And then when you hand it out, yes, they have your info, but if anybody wants to donate, great. So I went through all the trouble of making these cards and getting the code. And then today I got the cards and I scanned it. And it took me to the website that I used to make the QR code.
So your card
donate
has a QR code that's basically an advertisement for a website that makes QR codes. Yeah.
And that was my fault. It was my fault because I did order more cards. Did you want to see more business cards? Of course you do.
Well,
anyways, I ordered more and it was right. So I did it right once. So I know that it was my fault. And anyways.
Since people can't scan your card, where could they go to donate to your new cat rescue, Moby Kit?
MobyKitRescue.org. And I am being told that we are running low on flea meds. So we have a Chewy list and an Amazon wish list up at Moby Kit Rescue. So if you have any pennies to spare and want to help some kitties in need. We are just getting ready for kitten season as it comes up very soon in Massachusetts. But yeah, we've already started getting intakes and stuff and quickly have run out of flea meds. So anyways, yeah, that's my little commercial there. And what's up with you, sir?
Well, we just dropped our first single with our brand new band. That's you and me and our partner Kim, called Middle Spoon. So our first single, Drown, just came out. Is it 2 weeks ago now? 1 week ago now?
What is time?
I don't know. What is time? So you can find Middle Spoon on wherever you listen to music. We're the other Middle Spoon. We're the one that has a space in the middle because there's a Middle Spoon, all caps, one word, that previously existed. So we're the other Middle Spoon. So go check out our new single, Drown. I'm super, super proud of it. I'm super excited that this band is now a thing. Like it's out in the world. We have a website, we have a Patreon, we have a Bandcamp, we have all of the things that bands have, and we're working on new music. I'm super excited.
We even have some fans.
We have 5 patrons on Patreon. I don't want to Patreon. Like, so just beautiful people before we even promoted it, kind of just found it and started.
Should we play a song?
Are we at that point? Should I consult our list and make sure we hit all the points we want to hit?
I think we should just get into a little music.
Yeah, let's
and then we can
Do you want to do, so we have that one single out and then we're working on some more stuff. Should we play one of the songs we're working on?
Yeah. And then
you'll play a couple Sarah Donner tunes?
Oh, we're gonna do, yeah. Here. Yes.
All right, so we are one partner shy of a full band right now because Kim is on the other coast. So you're going to have to imagine the fiddle solo in the middle of this, but we're literally writing this song right now. So this is going to be fun. Where's my pick?
You threw it inside the guitar.
I did lose one inside the guitar. Oh, here's a couple right now. Sarah Donner on bass.
It's very, I get it. It's got this zen, like, I don't have too much commitment. Unless I want to be a little more committed and be a little fancier.
We're supposed
Is he gonna bother anybody?
Do something with the audio settings on Zoom, aren't we?
Oh yeah, we are. Yep.
You remember that time I remembered to change the audio settings? I think I changed it to, oh, Daniel's already on top of it. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel. Should we leave?
I don't know. He could be part of the band.
You're on top.
All right. Nick Cage is standing in for Kim Smith right now in Middle Spoon.
I think she would be proud. I think Kim would approve.
And ledgers and salt water in your eyes, and I will be here waiting till you meet with the tide. She says, I am the anchor and no storm to break her free. She no matter the distance, she is coming home to me. If I want to keep her, I just have to set her free. You are meeting all these women lying in their beds. They are taking off your clothes, you press your lips against their skin. And while you are out there finding out who you have always been, I will be here waiting, you are coming home again. She says, I am the anchor and no storm to break her free. She says, I want to keep her, I just have to set her free.
That was it.
She says, I am the anchor and no storm can break her free. She says, no matter the distance, she is coming home to me. If I want to keep her, I just have to set her free. Is he gone now?
That's enough. I think one's enough. I think, you know, because I like it, but I'm not the one who has to stare at it all the time. Like, I enjoy having Nick Cage's face, but I understand the controversy of, you know, the pillow being on the cam, you know, either with the kittens or with our shows or whatever, and like he's just there, and, you know, I don't have to. I want you to pay attention to our stuff, but also, you know, I shouldn't have things that are
I like that I just know where his eyes
triggering.
are now. So that song is called Anchor. That's the new song that will be coming out at some point from Middle Spoon when we start recording it and then doing all the other stuff. I'm going to get out of your way because I think Sarah Donner's going to play some songs now.
I know we did want to mention a quick thing about Patreon and like changing the settings and everything. If anybody out there does support me on Patreon, I'm moving. Can I have that pick?
Yeah, you can have any of my picks.
Thank you.
My picks are your picks. Yeah, Sarah just changed her Patreon account. So instead of people donating by release, correct me if I'm wrong, it's just a once a month thing.
It's just a once a month now.
Which
so.
means that a lot of people will actually be giving you half as much as they used to. So if you
well,
want to
not,
go...
some will be, yes.
If you feel motivated, you could go in and like change that.
It's hard to talk about money as an artist. It's so
I know.
uncomfortable and be like.
That's why I'm talking about it for you.
Okay, thank you.
Sarah basically cut her income on half on Patreon by changing some settings and stuff like that. So if you want to up your
or just
donation, that's cool.
Join in. Or if you want to help out Middle Spoon, also that band has a Patreon now as well.
Yeah, patreon.com/Middle Spoon Band. The other Middle Spoon has all of the Middle Spoon music sites. So we're Middle Spoon Band. Yeah. All right. Is that all the things?
I think so.
Cool. I'm going to get out of your way for a few minutes. Get out of my way.
Yeah. Support me, but I don't want to ask for what I need sometimes. It's so hard. This is a song by artist Dar Williams. Oh man, and I've just been feeling it, man. It's February in New England is what this song is, and I think, yeah, some of the lyrics over the course of my lifetime, like I've been a fan of this song since probably high school or something like that, and the lyrics, the more I live, the darker they get. Is that how it goes? Okay. I threw your keys in the water. I looked back, they'd frozen halfway down in the ice. They froze up so quickly, the keys and their owners. Even after the anger, it all turned silent, and every day was solitary. I have lost a February. First First we forgot what we planted those bulbs last year, and then we forgot that we planted it all. Then we forgot what plants are altogether, and I blamed you for my freezing and forgetting, and the nights were long and cold and scary. Can we live through February? I think Christmas was a long red glare shot up like a warning. We gave presents without cards, and then the snow came, and we were always out shoveling, and we dropped to sleep exhausted, and we wake up and it's snowing. And February was so long that it lasted into March and found us walking a path alone together. You stopped and pointed and you said, "That's a crocus." And I said, "What's a crocus?" And you said, "It's a flower." I tried to remember, but I said, "What's a flower?" You said, "I still love you." Leaves were turning as we drove to the hardware store. My new lover made me keys to the house. And when we got home, well, we just started chopping wood, 'cause you never know what next year will be. And we'll gather all our arms can carry. I have lost a February. So that's Dar Williams, man. Ooh, great songwriter. All right, and then I'll do one of mine. And while Michael's not here or paying attention, I love that new song that he wrote, Anchor. He did it. Nothing?
What's going on in here?
Nothing? I'm gonna play a song called Fossil. Go. No one got what they wanted, so Justice said fill out the form with a pen. And in 6 to 8 weeks we expect a decision. You can try us again. So my bed is a bookmark buried beneath sheets of drywall. Doors are just holes in the pages, I'm guessing, until they're gone. Ooh, oh, oh. My radio's broken, I'm hoping to fill up the silence with song. 'Cause my friendships, they fade at a rate that's so slow, I feel something is wrong. Auto-tuned star like vinyl, I age like the earth. great timing. It's like you.
I arrived back with your refill of wine.
Oh, what a guy!
Just in
Give
time
it up
for
for
the end of the
Michael
song.
McLean. Thank you. Yeah, that was Fossil of Crow.
Yeah.
Ye old.
I love that song.
Oh.
I was just deciding while you were playing that. I've started taking drum lessons. And my hope is that Sarah will let me play drums with her for some shows. So maybe I'll try to learn that song on drums.
Maybe we'll have some shows where that would be pretty rad in the coming year.
Yeah. I still have some ways to go. Drums is really hard. Did you all know that?
Oh,
it's also a
gosh.
lot of fun. Like a lot of fun.
So are we ready for friendos?
Is that how this show
Friendos?
goes?
Is
I
that-
forget. It's
yeah,
been a
I
while.
think- yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're gonna
Daniel,
have some chats with some friends.
Yeah, so we're good.
we're good to go? Great. So we're going to bring on, I think, official. We're going to do
Nope.
a video first.
Nope, that's not what we're doing.
Oh, yeah. So we have Augustus and Jacqueline from Galaxy Electric coming up, and we have the artist and animator Eric German coming up, and we're going to talk about this really cool project that they have just released. So that is coming up right after this video. Maybe.
Is that
Ah
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. I've watched that so many times today.
We muted the phone. We
Okay.
did a brief echo of everything. Yes, I have watched that several times today, and every time I'm just like,
Yeah.
it's so intriguing and fascinating. So welcome,
Hi.
Eric.
Eric, hello. Hello, sir.
Let me hide that. Okay. I have it on. I have the stream on the other screen. Hi, how are you? Am I coming in okay?
Yeah, I can hear you
Mhm.
loud and clear.
Okay.
So you were the artist. The video
Yes.
artist who
Yes,
made this.
I made this. Yeah. Mhm.
Can you just give us all, because this is the first time I'm meeting you as well. Can you just give us a brief intro about who you are and what you do?
Yeah. Well, my name's Eric German. I'm I guess I've been making art for forever, as long as I've been me, and drawing, painting forever ago, uh, 3D art, and about 3 or 4 years ago, I was like, it's time to probably figure out how to do some animation, because I had dabbled in that. Well, to do it like seriously, right? So I sat down and I was gonna just start doing 2D animation, right, with drawing, and that lasts about a month. And I'm like, I don't like this. So
I tried that with one music video, and I don't consider myself like a great artist, whatever, but that was a quick like, ugh.
Yeah, I watched Sarah animate that one music video, and at the end she was like, never again.
right. Well, maybe later, but I was like, this isn't gonna work. Let's do something else. And I was doing these 3D printed and on the computer 3D worlds. And I said, let's do some stop motion. And I don't know how to do it. I've got a camera and I've got, Google, so I can look it up. So I did a couple, 2 or 3, and I thought I'm gonna have to do about 5 or 6 of them until I'm really satisfied with these. So this is the third or fourth long form one, and I'm pretty satisfied with it.
So when you say long form, how long is long?
Well, like a big project that I can sort of, get into, and not just something I'm doing over an afternoon or a week, a weekend.
Okay. So how long did it take you to?
Oh, it took a few months. I somehow ran into the Galaxy Electric on Instagram, which is, social media is kind of awful, but every once in a while it does sort of fulfill what we hope it does, where you get to connect with interesting people, and do projects and things that you can't do, in the 90s or the 2000s. So this was one of them. So we ran into them. I love their music. I'd done a couple of these projects, on my own. I said, let's do something. We had a Zoom call, and then I started on it, and I said, oh, it'll be done in a few weeks. I said, that's going to be longer. And then halfway through, I said, well, I'm going to need some more technology. Let's go get some more stuff.
Yes.
I definitely have questions about that, because I have questions about the technology used and the techniques and stuff like that. I'm wondering, do we have Galaxy Electric coming on? Because I think it would be cool to have them be part of this conversation, because I was very interested. Well, let me ask.
Well, why don't we ask about the art?
Yeah. Well, no,
we have so many questions.
We have so many questions.
Right. One at a time.
The chat. I was going to say that the chat also has some questions. If you do have a question in the chat, just tag @Sarah Donner, and it'll pop up for my face, and I'll try to get to that.
So Eric, you reached out to Galaxy Electric.
I don't remember exactly who. I don't really remember. We'd have to go scroll back into the inboxes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering what the pitch was. Like, hey, I make this cool visual art. Let's team up. Is that like the gist of it?
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, we could see what I was doing on my page and I could see what they were doing.
Mhm.
And I needed a long project, and they still at the movie theaters and the pinball bars where I usually spend my time were still shut down. So I said, let's do this. Yeah.
So
Thank
I
you.
was looking at your website earlier today, and I was wondering, like, so you have a number of videos up there, and is that sort of like the evolution of how you got to where you are right now?
Yeah, I think that's fair. I just post them linearly. It's like an old blog style, right? Just whenever I get something new, just put it up. Yeah, but
it was refreshing.
this stuff doesn't go totally linearly. It's sort ericgermanart.com. You can go on my website.
Get it on there.
Excellent.
It's on there. It's already up. Yep, it's on the chat.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to click on that.
So this video is stop shot animation, right?
Yeah, this is stop motion animation, and except for editing the transitions and taking the raw files out of the camera and adjusting colors and stuff like that, it's all shot in camera. So by in camera, it's in camera in the real world. You can come and do it, and there's no CGI or FX.
Oh, that's amazing. So what is
the jaws are dropping?
Yeah. What is the medium? Like, what are the physical objects? What is that stuff that looks like sand? And
right.
What are the materials?
Yeah, that's the sand stuff is moon dust, which is not really moon dust. It's it's a joke. It's like sand. Yeah, that's sand and glitter. And then the objects they're back here. I was gonna okay. So it won't autofocus, but these are is that really bad?
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
so these are 3D printed they're 3D printed forms. So most of the animation is what they call replacement animation, where normal or one type of stop motion is like with a puppet or an armature, where you have a character and then the whole thing you can move the arm. It has a wire in it. You can move it, take a picture, move it, take a picture. And then replacement animation is instead of moving it and having one puppet, you replace what the object is if it changes color or in this case size, or if it grows or shrinks. So every frame where there's a change in it that's not just motion, you print another one of these and replace it. So
that
these
sounds like quite a collection.
How many objects did you print?
There's like these. There's I probably have like 96 of them. So that would be 4 seconds. No, it'd be twice that. So it was shot in 24 frames per second. And so if you change every one, you need 24 different ones. If you change one every second, you need 24 of them for 1 second. But some of them I change every 2 or 3 seconds. So a lot.
Is that like when you're feeling lazy? You're just like.
Well, yeah, you can do that a little if you want to do it 12 frames per second and then speed it up, or if you can kind of stagger. So one thing moves at 24 frames per second and another thing moves at 12 or 8 frames per second.
In the same shot?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So and then you can reuse some too if it grows big and small again.
Yeah,
can we ask some questions from the?
Yeah, no. Some of the people watching have some questions.
Oh yeah. So this is from Daniel MC. Where did you get your ideas? Where did those ideas come from for these?
Where do the ideas come from? Well, that's a good question.
Where did
well, they come.
Idea and a papa idea really love each other.
Yeah. It's I think they come from what I was working on before. So
that's why I was asking about the evolution. Like if you go back to your page, like I was going through and that seemed I was wondering if your ideas fed off each other for.
They do, and it's in sort of a Hegelian way where you have what you liked, and then you have the prior work was a thesis, and then you introduce something else, the antithesis, and then you synthesize into something new, or an evolutionary way. But most of it comes to the drawings. The drawing, I do a lot of drawing, and that sort of is the I use the drawing to generate new things, and it computes it in a way where later it goes somewhere else.
Mhm.
So, yeah, there's an answer.
So there's a lot of movement in this piece with not just the objects, but the moon dust, and it looks so organic. And I was wondering,
Can we
how did
pull-
you move the sand?
I was gonna say, can we put any of that back up on the screen in a little, just to like,
Well,
Daniel,
Just make it happen.
just
man.
on mute, just to watch it and be like, reference.
Yeah.
the two tracks they gave me the album, and they were like, find a track or two you like, and I found two that I liked, and the two that we used, it sounded like waves to me. Like,
Mhm.
you know, I'm not going to make the wave sound, but you can use your imagination. So I was doing other stuff with sort of like with waves, and I'm like, we're gonna do waves with this. And I've worked with the sand in another project, and it's great because you can push it just a little bit each frame, and I would use different tools. I would get stuff out of the kitchen or make my own tools, my sand pushers, and then push it a little bit, and then push it again for for a week. Yeah.
So much of the wave movement is just so organic. Like, how much did you have to study the motion or the physics of the wave, because you were having to physically be the one to make that?
I think,
I'm just curious what tools worked really well and how you.
Well, I couldn't find it. I was trying to find my sand pusher.
Is it a finger? Because that's kind of what I was imagining.
Well, the finger, yeah, sure. No, I had one that I needed it to go down, and I was trying to flatten it away, and I couldn't make it go down correctly with anything I had, so I had to get open the computer up and design something that would push it down and print it. So that I had to pause for a few days to develop that tool.
Mm-hmm.
So you also printed the tools.
A few of them, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but as far as looking at nature and studying it a little bit, I always like to have I lost that train of thought. Yeah.
So one of the things that struck me as I watched is that it's not just, so I've done some very simple, dumb stop motion animation in the past, very dumb, right? And what I had was a camera that I had to be sure was exactly in the same spot. And that's the only thing I could do. And in this piece, you actually have panning shots, which to me means that you have to move the objects 24 times per second, and also the camera. How?
You have to have the camera, and you can't move it, and lots of times you'll accidentally bump it, and then you will just want to start over. Get a super glue gun and glue it down to the floor, or there's other ways too. But so halfway through, I wanted the camera to lift up, and when it kind of transitions from one song to the next, to lift up and then go like this. And I had it on a tripod with a ratchet, and I would ratchet it up, and it was real jerky. It didn't really work right, but I put some smoothing stuff on it, so it actually looks okay in Premiere. Now I can see. Oh, cool. Or here.
Thanks, Daniel.
That's where the sand pusher.
It's over. No, wait, it's over.
So I wanted to have. So I went and bought a slider. It's got two linear rails that are smooth rails, and you put the camera on it, and then you can control it with it's a robot controlled slider. So it goes back and forth, and then it pans this way and this way. And I had to figure out how to use that. So bought that, it got shipped out, fool around with it for a week, and then use it in the rest of the film.
So this took you how long to make?
I think the Galaxy Electric folks know. It took a few months. I think 6 or 8 months. Yeah.
I'm gonna hazard a guess here. This is something I think I know about you for sure. You do not have a cat.
I don't have a cat. A cat wouldn't work. I've had cats in the past. They wouldn't work with this. No.
Yeah. If you have these mediums set up for 8
Whatever.
Yeah.
months.
I love that that's your comment.
Where is your space? Like, do you have a special room that you shoot this stuff in?
I was
Well-
gonna ask how big this was, because like to us we're seeing it on the screen, so it seems like it's huge, but I mean,
Here's the main thing. So
Oh,
it's
Right.
pretty big.
oh, look, scale. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, I did this one. I lived in a big studio loft apartment. And it was basically my bedroom. So just one space. And yeah, that's all I could, that's the only thing, unless it was on the computer, that was what I was working on. I've since moved to a bigger space, and now it's in the basement. Still not gonna get a cat. You keep the cat out of the room, and then it only wants to get in that room.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Also, there was a comment about that would make a great litter box. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like other people's cats because you can enjoy them and then go home and not.
Yeah.
Deal
So ICB was asking what kind of computer are you using or extra apps?
Okay.
Software.
Yeah, sure. I just have a Windows PC and a laptop. A Canon EOS R mirrorless camera. The Nikon manual lenses. The animation is shot in Dragon Frame, which is a fantastic piece of software. I don't know how people did it. I don't know how people did stop motion before computers. I really don't. I'm sure I could watch a documentary on it. And then Adobe Premiere and After Effects,
Mhm.
and Lightroom too. Adobe Lightroom.
Yeah. I mean, I was wondering, like, are there just LED theater lights that you just?
Oh no, Adobe Lightroom is it's the Photoshop. It's like Photoshop.
All the lights?
Lightroom is the name of a photo editing software. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I was wondering about like the color scheme.
Oh, I
of-
had lights in the
I
room.
do want to
too,
hear
yeah.
about the lighting.
I guess
Yeah.
that was my
These
question.
lights in the back here are the ones I use there. Yeah, just really simple, off Amazon LED lights, yeah,
Mhm.
which I've since upgraded to ones you can also control with the computer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Such a cool video.
Yeah.
If this is a question I always like to ask, if people are inspired by the thing you have made, where would you point them as a place to start doing it themselves? Like, where did you learn this?
Right. Well, yeah, Google is okay. Do you know what's actually a really good resource if you want to do stop motion and get sort of the basics is Lego brick stop motion animators.
Mm.
There's a big community of those people, and they've worked. It's for a very particular subject with Lego bricks,
Mhm.
but they've worked out a lot of the technical issues, and also a lot of those folks are on a hobbyist, a low budget. So if you have a cheap digital camera or a iPhone and just regular lights, that's what I would start Googling. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're called brick films, right? The Lego.
Yeah.
Have you ever made any brick films?
I haven't.
Okay. Yeah.
No, we got rid of all the Legos years ago. That and and go to your library and get the book, the Animator's Handbook. And that was written by, I think, some guys that worked for Warner Brothers or Disney. It's on my desk, but my monitor's on it. And it's 2D hand-drawn animation, but it is the sort of the animator's Bible. Yeah.
I do have one more question, just like musically, how did the music inform what you were doing?
Now that Daniel asked that question, where the idea came from and how we thought about it earlier, I think it was like the waves just like started it.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah. And there was, certain cuts. It's really funny because with animation or video and music, when you put it together, your mind can kind of make connections that,
Yeah.
So some of that is there. And then, some of the breaks and the cuts, how I edited it, that really was informed by the music.
Yeah. That was sort of my question in terms of timing and like when you decided to, make stuff. Well,
I feel like we're ready to bring on Galaxy Electric if they're
thinking
available
that
to come
too.
out and talk about the music that goes along with this. But while we're doing that, I was wondering if you could take a moment to talk about your 3D printer, like what make, model.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I've got several of them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not being paid by any of these companies, but if they're listening, I've got 2 Prusa i3s. They're really good. They're a little bit more expensive. And I've got 1 working Lulzbot, and I've just got a resin printer too upstairs, which prints with goo and lasers, and it's it's amazing. We are living in the future. If anyone is having doubts about the world in the future, and there's great parts out there, just you can just go find find them. But the 3D printers I've been doing it for a while, but the technology is relatively cheap. You can get into it even with the ones at Micro Center or the Chinese ones off Amazon. They're all good. The software is great.
One of the things that I thought was interesting watching, because we watched a few of your other videos, and I feel like some of the earlier ones had more computer graphics sort of stuff going on. But this project is just stop motion.
It's
like
just
what
stop
caused you
motion.
to go from computer graphics to something that I see as a lot more old school? Like what?
It's kind of a mix between the two, because the shapes, like these shapes and the waves, these won't show up very well on the camera, but these are the
Oh, we were wondering about that specifically, because there's this
really
part where that's just like rippling out. How
Yeah.
many of those did it take?
I have boxes of them.
Yeah.
But these were 3D printed, and they were designed and generated in on the computer with Blender and some other programs. So it's taking the digital files, turning them into the real world and prints, putting them on my desk, capturing them with photographs, taking the real world back to the computer. And why did I want to start this? Because I could do all this on the computer and a Blender or some 3D software. Then you're like in front of the computer for another 8 hours a day. So this gets me out of the computer into the real world. And when you're in the physical meat space, real world, you run into things and discover things, and accidents happen that generate ideas that I find are not available like that you don't run into pushing buttons and looking at a screen. So it's good to also, your body isn't in the shrimp position at your chair on your computer. It's in other positions, but it's I had to get out of the screens for a little bit.
Well done. Oh, I'm ready to have a chit chat.
Let's get them.
Electra, get over here, Augustus and Jacqueline.
Oh man, I feel like I have wasted this pandemic, because I see what you did, Eric.
I don't think anybody can judge anybody for what they did with their time.
Like, we were all stuck inside, and you're like, maybe I'm putting thoughts into your brain, but you were like, well, I guess I'm gonna make art. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm gonna watch TV.
Well, I did a lot of that too. I mean, I'd be making this stuff whether they, let us go to the movie theaters or not.
Right.
Be easy on yourself.
No, I mean, I have done some stuff, but like,
this.
like
Yeah.
Are we still waiting for a visual?
Yeah, maybe. Can we hear Augustus and Jacqueline? Hello. Hello, friends. I can hear you personally. I don't know if you can be heard on the stream.
Cool. I don't know where we are in the virtual realm.
Mhm.
I know where I am physically right now.
Right.
No, virtually.
You're in that room with a lot of really cool looking gadgets that I can see.
But I don't know if we're on the screen or what. Okay, there we are. I can see that we're there now. Hello, everyone.
Hello and welcome back.
Yes, thank you for having us again. This was really fun for us. Like, we just really wanted to hear someone interview Eric so he could talk about his process.
Uh-huh.
I feel like
So we could listen to it.
yeah,
That
I
was
feel like
pretty
we
sneaky. That was pretty sneaky.
took information out of him because it was like watching a documentary about the video that he made for us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we were like, whoa, this is our video? What?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Did I ask all the right questions? Like, is there anything you want
Nailed
to
it.
add?
Nailed it. I loved hearing about, like, because we obviously have a similar, like, taking things from like analog to digital and back and forth and trying to use like processes that you would consider like, why are you doing it that way when we have all this new, faster, easier stuff? So there's a lot of parallels, I think, in the process
Mm-hmm.
that he used to create the video, as well as our process for making the music for it. So that's, you know, what all this stuff is. Otherwise, like he said, we could just have a computer and sit at it all day and make music. That's,
Yeah.
we do that too. But instead, we want to have this room filled with gear that's just, when you turn it on, the whole room, it reminds me of like, you know, being in like the school library in the 90s or whatever. Like, the machines are so loud, everything's so loud and hot.
And hot, yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of don't burn yourself.
Yeah, I'm like boiling, but it's kind of like also a cocoon feeling.
Yeah.
So, you know, you were singing that song about February and the snow and just the doldrums, and we're definitely living in that too. So like, when we close the door and we're in here and it's all like sealed off and warm and cozy, we're like on another planet, like making music, and then we open the door, I'm like, oh yeah, it's still winter.
Right. And I mean, there's something like outer planetary about your music too, for sure. Which is just remarkable how you and Eric came to be together.
Something
Agreed.
that stuck out in particular is how he was talking about how elaborate the process was
Mhm.
for making the stop motion, you know, animation. I've always heard that about it, but you know, I mean, we improvised the material. It happened in a matter of moments, you know, so it was, like, clearly, it was literally like he took 8 months, we took 8 minutes, you know.
However long that music was is how long it took. Yeah, exactly.
Can you actually talk about your process a little bit? Like, first of all, what gear you're using to make those tracks that we just heard, and also about your artistic process. Like, how did those songs happen?
Well, maybe when we do
Yeah.
the studio tour,
Yeah, we
I'll
could
try
use that as a
to
nice
make a wave.
transition.
Obviously, that's like the start of
Yes.
the show.
The wave is the start of the show. So
yeah.
yeah, that was going to be, you know, something we hope to share. If that was a segue, that was a good one.
Yep.
For us to switch into our headphones so that we can pipe the sound from our studio.
We're
Ooh.
getting a special tour, like an audio tour.
And then I'm going to switch my camera too, so that I can give you more of a close up. Yeah, I'm fine with doing it live.
Doing it live, just like the music.
Just like, yeah, it'll be just a quick flip in OBS to my phone camera. So Augustus is going to guide you around the studio, and you'll be able to hear the sort of raw elements, right, of what we use to create the music, and sort of an explanation of why, I guess. I hope we have some good whys. Whys are hard. Like, it felt right. I don't know. Oh, I don't think we've switched the audio to the microphone
just
yet.
wanted to
So I'm
make
gonna
sure.
do some switcherooing.
Switch
And I don't
around.
want to hijack, you know, the conversation either. If this
No,
is-
I love what's going on here.
we
Take
love
it away.
Take it,
You
take
are
it.
here to entertain
Ah,
us. That's what this slot typically is we
perfect.
want you to just.
Great, so I'm
So
switching
there's
the
the door.
camera,
Yes.
and then we're gonna switch to this. Okay, so I have to get my headset.
So you can hear me now, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
All right. Well, we'll start with Jacqueline's rig.
So if you could just hold this for 1 second, right like that, so that I can.
This is the
I want to hear the beeps and boops too.
Mellotron.
All right.
Ooh.
Well, it's a digital recreation of one of the first samplers, I would say, because they used actual analog tape to record each note of these instruments that you're seeing on the screens here. And so the way that a real mellotron works is that it actually has a bunch of tape heads and little tapes for each key. And as you press the key, it plays the note, and would actually play it for the length of time that the tape exists. So it'll actually run out eventually. It takes quite a while. So
Hasn't run out yet.
yeah, so we've got there. Yep, it stopped.
So that would be the difference between.
You ran out the digital tape.
Yeah, so that's like the digital sort of recreation of how the actual instrument would be, as the tape would run out. So even though I'm holding the note, like normally a digital keyboard, you hold that note, it's going to sound exactly the same the whole time you're holding it.
Mhm.
But at some point it dies as sort of like an homage to
Right.
the real instrument, which is a really funny aspect of it, I think. But it's sort of like I played sort of to the quirks of
Mhm.
it. And what I was trying to show you is that there's an A and a B, as you can see on that knob,
Mhm.
and you can blend different sounds. And there's a whole bank of sounds in here. There's just hundreds and hundreds of sounds. But what I like to do is find some stuff that's weird that maybe wouldn't sound good together and blend it. And then it starts to sound like a synthesizer,
Mhm.
and it becomes kind of its own instrument.
And then we want to talk about this.
Because it just got in the shot too much. Yeah.
Are
So
there cookies in there? I want there to be cookies in there.
Let's open it up and you can see what's actually in
originally there were,
there. Originally, there were actually cookies.
but now there's just a bunch of wires and a circuit board and a battery and some.
That is a classy
Pots.
way to keep it looking slick on there, though.
But-
I love putting wires in boxes. Ugh.
It's a synthesizer. And it's got a little, if you turn it on, you can see the dog's eye flashes.
Oh.
But I built this from scratch because I was like, I had this tin and I was just like, you know what, this would make a great synthesizer. And it's kind of like a swap.
Like you do if you're Augustus. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a normal thing for this person.
And it's kind of like, I call it the swatch watch of synthesizers because there's no explanation as to what anything does. And I did that to sort of just be mean. But
I mean, I feel that
know
way
it
about most technology. Like, I don't know what any of the buttons do. So,
All right.
and then I don't know, moving right along, we've got what looks like an old Mac here, a G3 PowerBook. Remember those? Running OS 8.6, I think. And I pretty much just have this to be an editor for this keyboard. So right now we got Seinfeld happening on it.
Kramer's about to like walk in the door or whatever. Is
Yeah,
that-
exactly. But I can actually edit the patches on this old Mac, which is really handy because you can get really detailed. And, as you can see, there's a lot going on with this slap bass for just that little Kramer sound. And you got all those oscillators and stuff. So
when is it good enough?
when is the patch good enough?
When is the sound like when there's so many options sonically. Like,
Mhm.
how do you know when you get there? Or yeah, mhm.
Yeah,
Just
like, I
it's sort of
feel
like
y-
it's
I
sort of
just-
like when you are making a song, you know, you just know. You know when you've hit the magic, like, ah, that's what I was going
Right.
for. My
Yeah.
advice is always to start out with what you're going for in your mind, and then it's a lot easier to stop or to get to the place, because, you know, if you have it in mind and then you're able to achieve the goal,
Mhm.
you know, that's sort of how I work, at least. Like, I always have like a sound in mind that I'm going for, and then, like, you know, I sort of know when I lock in
I
to
guess, yeah.
what I want it to be.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't always have the sound in mind. And I think by just like pushing all the buttons, it'll magically come out.
Yeah, I mean, and
Hopefully.
sometimes there's a lot of happy accidents involved, like Eric was talking about, you know, which is the magic of, you know, having a lot of hands-on equipment. You know, you just, your hand, you know, hits the wrong thing, and you stumble across something that you wouldn't have thought of otherwise. Or if you're actually, this is a great transition. If you want to record, you know, the sound of something that already exists, these are all samplers here. You know, we got a tape loop. It's been sampled here. And then you've got like some drum sounds,
Oh.
whistle, kick drum. I think those are called a-go-go's.
I don't know if this is an appropriate time to ask, but Winnie and Gary are asking, do you have any tape loop DIYs they could demonstrate, or you could demonstrate?
Yeah, actually. So this is what a tape loop looks like. This is a cassette version, at least. But, you know, you splice a loop of tape, and you know, you attach it with some other tape,
Mhm.
and it makes a little loop of tape. It's hard to see, right?
Yeah, it's hard to see on the
I can see it. I can see it great.
video. We have some tutorial videos.
I think like against the solid background, it'd be a little easier to see.
Pull it up against like the red.
And what does that even do? I don't understand.
So it'll just play the
Oh,
same
yeah.
sound over and over again.
Uh-huh.
If you were using this.
Yeah, if you were using like a 4-track or something like that, or just a regular tape player, it'll play in anything. But we made a collection of tape loops that we actually digitized, and that's what you're hearing right here. Is like, you can actually hear the tape, like, kind of like.
So you created the physical.
Yeah, that little, you heard that little.
And then you redigitized it. Like, you made your analog thing, and then you put it in that other machine. This is
Right, and
blowing
a
my
lot of
brain.
times. Yeah, and I put them on a floppy disk because that's what these samplers use. Like, that's the actual floppy disk of the one we're listening to.
Mhm.
I like to use like color names. I don't know why, because I think I see a color when I hear a sound, and it makes me.
Oh, that's a thing. That's called, what is that called?
I don't think I have the thing,
Synesthesia.
though. I know that it's, yeah, synesthesia, right? But I don't think I have that. I just think that I, you know, for like drug related reasons, like imagine sounds.
Noted. Got it.
Like, I don't think that I have the actual, you know, like process or psychological thing that happens like Kanye West does. But
Oh well.
We're not all Kanye
we
West.
can't all
It's
be
okay.
Kanye.
yeah, we're not all Kanye Wests,
Thank
right?
God.
But the only reason I digitized this was because I wanted to actually be able to play it later. Like, a lot of times, like, we'll have tape loops that are running with our, you know, like rig that we use to do a lot of the improvisation stuff. And I'll use the actual tape, you know, like in those types of performances. But, you know, like if I want to like make like a track, you know, like that I want to actually like repeat the sound over and over and have it sound the same and stuff, it's a lot easier to sample it into a sampler, and then I can play it in different pitches really easy. But yeah, that, hopefully that answers that question. More tape machines. And then over here, yeah, I would say that we like to record things to tape as part of the process, just to get the sound of tape, even if it's a digital track that ultimately ends up as an MP3 or something like that. You know, like the final version of the song is always recorded to tape because, you know, we want a little hiss and we want it to have that warmth. So it's kind of like a mastering process. And then this over here, this leg is sort of like the equivalent to Jacqueline's setup over there, where it's like, this is the stuff that we use to make the improvised music, like that whole record that, you know, the track that we saw the video with, like it was actually 2 tracks sandwiched together. That was made with this rig basically. And I have that. Like, wanted to, for instance, make the wave sound. I'll try to recreate that on the fly here. Might take a little bit of white noise. And I like to patch it into this phase shifter effect, just because it gives this like phasey sound to the wave, and then plug that into like a low pass filter, which is what this is. And then we can plug that into the mixer so that we can hear it.
What does a low pass filter mean for those who are like, what?
It only allows the low frequencies to pass. Like if it was like, you know, like the guy like guarding the kingdom in Monty Python, you know, like the swallow scene, like he would only allow the low frequencies to pass. So
That's the best explanation.
if you open it up, you can hear the, you know, the low frequencies start like sort of as a rumble here. And then as I open it up more and more, you start to hear the higher. As you get more highs, of course, it gets louder. But anyway, so there's a lot of this going on. And you can use, you know, like one of these other.
Are any of those the wave sounds that Eric was talking about that inspired the?
So you can have like a real low. Or actually subtle modulation. It kind of sounds like the waves retracting. So anyway, that's the basic wave.
But I'm really liking, so we're talking with Eric and he's talking about how it took 8 months to make the animation to go with your music, and you were like, oh yeah, but you know, we made that in 8 minutes. But like what it looks like to me is it actually took like, sure, you made that track in 8 minutes, but you literally built the equipment and created the sounds that you then improvised.
Right. Yeah.
To do that
So
thing in several minutes.
So, you know, I mean, the whole process took a lot longer than that if you think about it that way. You know, like I did happen to build some of these modules because I use like, you know, I'm handy with a soldering iron and stuff, but like, let's say I didn't, you know, like the whole point of like a modular synthesizer, in my opinion, is that, you know, these tools are supposed to sort of inspire inspiration. Like, you know, the idea that you can patch something, you know, as you could see, I could make the wave sound rather quickly. A lot of times I'll pull everything out, all the wires, and just start from scratch. You know, so like in the beginning of the song, you might just hear like a pulse, and then, you know, something will build, you know, I'll say, well, that, you know, leads me to this sound. And, you know, and then the wave comes, and, you know, like whatever you're feeling in the moment, you know, can kind of happen rather quickly. And if you take it down just a little bit more, that's the main looper that I use. Like I'll start to like, basically loop sounds with a guitar pedal looper, you know, like Reggie Watts or whatever. And, but I'll use a synthesizer instead of my voice and, start building sounds upon sounds upon sounds. And eventually you have the tracks that we worked with Eric with on that video.
So I'm looking at a lot of dangly wires, and I'm just gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna say that you two also do not have a cat.
That is actually 100% true. We don't have any pets or children, because we have the equivalent in audio equipment.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have to just start, selling stuff. If, for every kid, I'd be like, all right, well, that's these 4 pieces gone, cat, maybe I'd have to,
cheap
And you
kid or
can't-
very expensive
You
equipment.
can't, there's your babies. You can't do that.
maybe
That's
I'd have to get rid of like a couple tape machines if we had a cat. Yeah, but I sort of see them that way, like I feel like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, how are you guys doing? Like, you need to eat. Okay. Get you some, we'll get you some breakfast. We'll make you some oatmeal.
Yeah.
So when Eric did Eric reach out to you?
Do you want to switch back? Yeah, we're done with the studio tour.
Okay, we're back.
Hello.
Hello. We should probably start too early.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what made you be like, yeah, this guy is the guy we're gonna work with?
For sure, it was the world building. And just like, because our music is rooted in like, I was gonna say space travel, but obviously that's not real. And what I mean is that like, it's meant to, the whole story of the album is like a space fantasy adventure.
I have a little
So-
more backstory about
About
how we came to work with Eric. Yeah, like,
there was the drones, right?
I'm a huge fan of Al Jarnow, who's a
Yeah,
stop
that's a big
motion
part of it
person,
too,
which I don't know, Eric, if you've heard of him.
But he did a lot of PBS.
Yeah, he did a
stuff
lot of
back
like
in the day,
PBS stuff in
in
the
the
70s, and he worked with film actually. So, Eric was talking about he doesn't understand how people made stop motion without dragon, whatever it's called. But
Yeah, so Al Jarnow
Al Jarnow
did these
was
long
like
processes.
my
as well.
stop motion hero, and there's a lot of guys that were doing and gals
Al Jarnow? Can we?
that Jarnow.
Jarn.
RNOW. A lot easier than it sounds.
Yeah, you may even recognize some of his work. Like he was pretty ubiquitous in my like 3-2-1 Contact, Sesame Street world as a kid.
You said PBS, and to mind, I all of a sudden, yeah, that's what flashed in front of me. I was like, I bet all of those like very colorful, just super, yeah, kid oriented, bright and flashy, very 70s, 80s kind of vibe from those children's shows.
Well, those-
That's
I grew up on.
Mhm.
Those are all like stars of the show in my mind. Like I know them by name, you know what I mean? Like I know the pieces really well. And so like I was like hoping that we would maybe someday, like I would always talk about how like, maybe someday we might find a stop motion artist to work with. That would be really great because I know enough to know that I would not embark on that journey
Not
myself.
We have enough going
Yeah, I
on.
have enough going on, as you can see, like, like that's not going to be my world, so I didn't have aspirations to do any stop motion myself. So I was always hoping that someday like we might meet somebody like Eric who would be willing to put a lot of time and effort into making a stop motion piece with us,
A lot
so
of
because I know what's
Yeah.
involved, like I knew that it was a time consuming process. I knew that it was something that, you'd have to find like a very special individual to work with.
Yeah.
And
That's a good point.
and so Jacqueline actually brought his work to my attention. I discovered him because you found it.
Yeah, we connected, like you said, on Instagram because at that time we were going live every week doing a drone session. So like those wave sounds, it's just like purely that kind of stuff. And he, I guess, had stumbled across it because we were doing it, you know, like when you go live a lot, like it spreads and like people, you know how that is. So it became kind of like a thing that people kind of knew us for. And I think somehow the grapevine of the internet connected him. And then we connected on Instagram so that we could see his work. And he saw ours and he was like, I think what I'm doing makes sense with your music. And I think we should try this out. And when I saw it, I was like 1,000% yes. Like, you don't have to sell me on this at all. Like world building, it's like very, like his style is very his style. Like if you go to his site, you'll see like it's very cohesive to him, you know, in this world he's built and the colors and the shapes and everything, but it all feels like it's on another planet.
Yeah.
And that was like the really big connection for me was like, okay, this somehow is some world he's invented that's like minimal, so you can kind of like imprint your own meaning on it. But like to me, when you put our music to it, it's like this was meant to be like it just makes sense.
Yeah, and little did he know that it was my dream.
Yeah, I don't think he knew that.
From childhood to work with a stop motion artist.
Yeah.
So yeah, it really worked out well. And like you said, the sci-fi connection.
Yeah.
Like our music is very heavily influenced by, you know, just old sci-fi films, vintage sci-fi, like the MST3K stuff, like the actual movies. Like we're big.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Big nerds about that era of sci-fi.
Again, like the
cinema.
practical effects and the stuff that was like,
Because there's a lot of stop
animated
motion
things.
that's being used, you know, for that kind of film, you know, so we just saw it as being like a perfect, you know, collaboration opportunity, and lucky for us, you know, he was into it.
Yeah. So as we're wrapping up here, I was wondering if Eric was willing to pop on back for a moment. But while he's doing that and putting on his headphones, I'm watching him in Zoom. Can you just tell folks where to go to follow what you are doing, Galaxy Electric? I mean, I know you showed up in my Spotify release radar.
ooh, that's
right?
exciting. Yeah,
You just released these
Yeah.
tracks, right?
we just released this version of this like combined track that was used for the video as like its own single. But it's all part of the Tomorrow Was Better Yesterday album that we put out. That's our most recent album that you can find on Spotify or Bandcamp. Our website is just thegalaxyelectric.com. So that's like the hub where you can find all the things and all the socials, and anywhere you want to go in our world is pretty much going to be there. And that's probably the best, most direct thing to do.
Yeah, Bandcamp, we're on all the streaming, you know,
I would say we're on all the things except Patreon.
however cool it might not be, we're still on Spotify, you know, like
We're on Spotify, but I mean,
It's
we're
cool.
not cool.
we haven't pulled our stuff from Spotify yet. So
Yeah. Oh, we're not as cool as who just.
People that don't need it.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Or
sure what's his name who did
don't
that
need the
doesn't
marketing
need the
or
money.
anything. You know, it's not. I don't think it's about the money for most.
Oh, honestly,
artists.
Spotify's not about the money at all. It's
No.
about reach. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So when we had like people telling us like, no, that's like how I found you, or that's like the only place I really listen to music, or you know,
Right.
it's something that's getting for people in a lot of other countries. So we were
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
we're not, you know, it is what it is.
for
No,
this foreseeable future, we're going to be on Spotify.
So
All right,
Eric,
we have Eric here. Hello.
hello.
Welcome
Hi.
Where do folks go to follow what you are doing, and also what's next on your plate?
First of all, this was great. This is a good experience. I heard some things from Jacqueline and Augustus that I hadn't heard yet. So I'm glad I'm here. Instagram is where I post most of my stuff. Eric, that's at Eric Bashan. And then my website, ericgermanart.com. And that's really it. I've got a pretty small, that's pretty much where you find me. Yeah, it's not small.
Yep. And those links are already in the chat if anybody wants to click on them. Thank you to our lovely mods who throw up all the links and the bots that get, I don't know who the wizards that make things run. Thank you.
Yeah, and just thank you so much for all of three of you for putting this beautiful art out into the world. I was watching this and I was thinking like this is like an installation at an art museum is what this is. And yeah, it's just beautiful and weird and cool, and it's just amazing. So thank you so much for making art.
Yeah.
Thank you both for appreciating it and having us on to talk about it and get nerdy about everything. Like, that's just
Anytime.
happy.
Yeah. Let us know the next time you guys have music to release or art
Yeah,
to
we're
talk
in the-
about.
Like making our next album mode. That's why everything's set up like kind of
Cool. Yeah.
rather than performance. So it's really fun. You know that energy when you're in that creation mode and you don't have the pressure of like having to tour or anything, and you can just focus. It's really fun.
Yeah, we're in studio mode right now.
Yeah. So we're gonna make a transition here. Y'all are welcome to stick around. We're gonna play some games. I think we're gonna watch our new music video.
We're
at
gonna
some
take a
point.
quick music
We're gonna take a quick
video.
break so I can refill my drink. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna play games with the Damsels of Dorkington and maybe some other special friends. And if you want to stick around, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we're gonna go get some drinks and then hang out.
Sweet.
Are we off?
I don't know.
bed, girl, I want you in it. My heart is yours right now. Tick tock, I'm counting every minute. Inside your arms you drown. Would you call my name when you start to scream? Say the words out loud. Hit me in the heart if I go too far. Right when you're starting to drown.
I seem hard, but I shatter so easy. I may feel cold, but there was fire at the start. And if you look closely, you'll see right through me. To all the places I've broken this glass heart. But I still leave my windows open. I leave my door unlocked so you can come right in. So find me, find me, find me. I know somewhere there's impossible passion. Enough to fill me my whole life through. In return, I've got smiles and tears and compassion. And I got this candle I've been holding for you. So I will leave my windows open. The door will be unlocked so you just come right in. I've been waiting for the longest time. So find me, find me, find me. Find me, so find me. I still leave my windows open. I leave my door unlocked so you just come right in. We've been waiting for the longest time. So find me, find me, find me. Find me, so find me. I know I seem hard, but I shatter so easy. So find me. I thought I had learned not to play with fire, but now I've been burned once more by this desire. You are this thunderbird in flames who knows the secrets of my songs. And as you speak my hidden names, I think you've known them all along. So my safeguards have completely crumbled down. I'm just waiting for the light
QPOOAT.
I'm a goat.
There we are.
Nah, nah. We're having a good time.
We're having a good time.
We're having a good
Oh,
time.
Dusty Slay. If you haven't checked out the comedy of Dusty,
Dusty
Slay, that's
Slay,
another
ah.
thing I've been enjoying.
Oh, are we back?
We're back
You're back.
and better than ever.
Hello.
Yeah. Calm
Hello.
down.
Other friends who are watching and also friends who have showed up in our lives on our screen in front of us. Hello, hello, and welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
We're gonna get into some.
Hello.
I feel like we should talk about the next episode.
When are we having the next episode of QPalooza? What are we on? 68?
This is episode
68 and a half? Oh, no.
68. No, so this is
68 right now.
and the next episode is episode 69. And I just
Nice.
feel like
Oh,
we should do something special, right? It has to be something like episode 69 of QPalooza. What are we gonna do?
Blaze it, 420.
Please it.
We're not all in places where that's legal, so no, absolutely not. Okay, wow. I'm sorry, everyone. What if we did one live? Like, I know this is live. But I mean, like, in person live.
Like,
did one
together in one human room in one place,
Where
Yeah,
could we all
yeah.
possibly be planning
like
that?
where we
already?
could all make out.
Where we could all make out. Yes.
so we're all gonna be out for 69.
Let's do it.
Yes.
yes.
But
I mean,
how?
and where? Where would we do episode 69 of QPalooza?
Hey, what about Gen Con?
You mean my favorite tabletop gaming convention?
Happening in August.
The one and only.
Have
That's
we
right.
planned for-
Oh
Wait.
my.
What are you? What would that even look like?
What would that look like? Okay, well, I mean, we can start with a Quarantinapalooza, just live. We can just play games with the audience. And Sarah, you could maybe still do an interview. You could play some songs. Maybe
Okay.
we get a musical guest.
Can Nick
Ew, what
Cage come?
Oh my gosh, if Nick Cage is there, or if Nick Cage isn't there, is anybody gonna come?
Well, we can advertise that Nick Cage will be there, so I think that'll be a pretty good
Okay,
show.
let's calm down.
And then we put that in a cage and put bees in it. Like in the
But
movie.
we have to pay for the bees in cash.
Right, yes,
Okay.
gotta pay for them bees in cash. That way there's no paper trail of bees.
Okay, so
Great.
Quarantinapalooza, episode 69. We're
Yes.
thinking live in real meat space at
Yeah.
Gen Con.
Yeah, I think we can pull this off.
I mean, while we're there,
Should we do some other shows?
yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Brant, you're gonna be there too, right?
Yes.
Why don't you do a Professor Shy Guy show?
Boy, that's a surprise.
What? I know. I'm springing on this on you for the first time in this very
It's the
moment.
first time I'm hearing it or being in a Zoom call about it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did you want anyone else to be involved?
No.
Professor Shy
No,
Guy
Kids
show.
Like Dragons, obviously, because other
I've heard
electronic
of them.
dancey stuff, and we played shows with them.
So wait, you're saying that Kitten Slay Dragons could play a show with Professor Shy Guy at
Yeah.
Gen Con in August?
Would Kim be there? Could we do Middle Spoon too?
Kim?
Oh,
Where's Kim? Is
yeah.
Kim here? Kim's
Oh,
on
yeah.
a. Kim, are you in a bus? What's going on? What's behind you?
She's in the bus in
I
the past
mean-
where it's light.
You know, I'm not entirely sure where I am or how I ended up here, but I'm gonna be at Gen Con. Hell yeah, we're going to Gen Con.
Okay, so we're talking a Middle Spoon Kitten Slay Dragons Professor Shy Guy show at Gen
Kim
Con.
Smith.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, while we're there,
Yeah, but
we should do some.
that
other-
sounds like some kind of dance party. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh,
Party.
with the
Okay.
Damsels
Cool.
stuff.
You know what? Yeah, Damsels should do something, but we can't do like a regular Damsels show, unfortunately. Like, we just don't have the capacity for it. Amanda, what do you think we should do instead?
Well, since we have so many talented musicians, we could always have a big musical extravaganza that we host.
Ooh.
What about that? That's an idea I
Musical
just came up with.
extravaganza, you say? What a spontaneous thought you had.
I know it was. It just came to me all of a sudden.
Just like A lightning bolt. That's brilliant.
I only
yeah.
have one question.
Yeah, for sure.
What's a Gen Con?
Oh my God. Do not sit here acting like you haven't been going for like 20 years. Get out of
Indeed,
here.
since 2002, in fact. So this will be my 20th year at Gen Con.
Oh my gosh, I hit the nail on the head. Right. So I say we do a music show to kick things off on Thursday night. We do a music show. Kim can do some music. Sarah can do some music. Maybe some KSD, some Professor Shy Guy. We get everybody involved. And then when the acts are changing over, I just unleash Rissy upon the audience to wreak havoc.
It is
liking
what the
this
people
plan.
want, and you
Yeah.
should give the people what they want. So
Also the
Also
bees.
what she does best,
yes.
So
arguably.
one of my favorite things about Gen Con happens to be the Damsels of Dorkington VIP party. Is that going to happen, do you think?
We can definitely still have a VIP party. How do you get in? I don't know. We'll talk about it later. But yes, let's have a freaking party. Let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah, we should do that too.
Yes.
Finally getting invited to one. I've never been to one.
Oh, well, hey, I guess you can come along.
Maybe.
I know some people, so I can probably get you in.
You know a guy who knows a guy.
And that's like, so we have all these amazing shows that we're spontaneously going to be doing at Gen Con. I feel like we might need something a bit more like wholesome after all of the partying to like be more in tune with ourselves. Like, could we do something along those lines?
Yes, I can make that happen. You know what I can do? I am going to make Daniel host a Tai Chi class. Kim, do you want to be involved in that too?
Ooh.
Did we lose Kim?
I think we lost Kim. She
said her phone was
gonna die.
Okay, well, that's fine. Then here's what I'm doing. Daniel's not here and Kim's not here to have a say.
About that.
What about it?
Look, someone is lurking.
Okay.
Someone was here.
Okay.
Someone
Yep.
was here.
Great.
It was Daniel.
Well,
Daniel is someone.
yeah, Daniel can't talk right now. So I get to tell Daniel to do whatever I say, which is a really powerful place to be. I love it.
Yeah.
So Daniel, if you can hear the sound of my voice, you're going to teach a Tai Chi class in the morning, which sounds frankly horrible. I won't be there.
I'm not going to be there, but
I will be there because I'm a morning person. So it sounds like just everyone should come to Gen Con.
Yeah,
and
who's
come
on
to all of
board?
our shows that we just decided.
We should also have Kim do her own solo show.
Yeah.
Play it everywhere all the time. In the
sea
hall.
shanty.
Yeah, also everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it's a plan. Good. That's just.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I'm so excited that we just made this plan for the first time here live and in person so that everyone from Queerapalooza, the audience, could be here to witness it. Thanks for being a part of it.
hooray!
Great. It's a deal. Let's play some games.
Yeah, let's play some games.
Games!
So that means actually we do have another QPaloo lined up, but we can't call it episode 69 because that's
We're
going
going
to
to
be
call
live
it
at Gen Con.
68 and a half, and we'll see where we go from there. But you can join us on episode 68 and a half in April. We are still pinning down the date, April
68, 7th, 13th.
second, some one of those days. But yeah, we're taking a little break for March because Sarah has overextended herself. And
Sarah doesn't do that
needs a
sort of
break.
thing.
I know.
That doesn't sound like her at all.
I think it's real nice to take a break for a month. So yeah, we'll see you back in April, but get ready for Gen Con. It's in the middle of the country. Like everyone should just be able to come to us.
We can all just concentrate on Indianapolis. We will go there.
Yeah, I'll go there. Going to Indy.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna play some games.
That also sounds great. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Let's do the thing we do.
Do it now.
Are we playing pole mines?
What's the Gen Con nacho?
Oh boy, oh boy.
So did I miss that? Sarita asked, "What is the Gen Con nacho?" in the chat.
There's somebody mentioned something about what is Gen Con putting in the nachos, and I'm like, was there a thing with Gen Con nachos?
Okay.
Nacho.
Someone is making a mistake by buying those nachos because there is a big round robin of food trucks constantly outside of the convention center that have amazing food. The food you
those
buy
are
inside
lines.
the convention center is literal garbage that's flavored like cheese nachos.
Yeah, but sometimes when you have 2 seconds, that's all you have time for.
Although I'm much
Yeah.
more of a hot dog under those
But
circumstances myself.
I also worked in a movie theater where we sold the exact same nachos, so I know exactly what's in them, and it's not cheese.
Sodium citrate.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, thank you. I love that there's.
I'm glad someone's keeping track of the
I don't
references.
keep- Yeah. Oh yeah, Sarita says from long ago and far away, QPalooza. Ah,
Did we make nachos on QPalooza? Because that actually sounds
I don't
delicious.
know. Oh.
And I want nachos now.
All you need is cheese and sodium citrate.
Can Professor Shy Guy introduce his friend? I was gonna say I didn't know if everybody has how big they can see their images.
yeah.
I see there's a little friend on your lap.
Yeah, this was my roommate's cat.
Say hello to my little friend.
I moved in.
What did you do?
With the roommate.
Do you
His
still
name's
live in
Luke.
the same
The
house?
cat, yes. This cat's name's Luke. I'm good. Luke. He heard his name, and now he's looking.
What a guy. What a
Cuddliest
guy.
buddy, yeah. He's a very cuddly little buddy.
Oh, I guess I should sign out of the YouTube chat and sign out of the game. Huh?
Yeah.
I forgot
Yes.
what
Do it. Oh, look at how happy that Kitta is. Oh,
Look, his belly rub. See, look.
that's very impressive that he lets you rub his belly. Normally, that is the forbidden zone
I've
of
been here
death.
like a month. Ooh, it's time to bite.
Oh, the feistiness. Oh, the bites.
He's like, all right, cool. That was enough. He
Them
showed
bites.
dominance, and now he's back down to.
I've missed you guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
Everybody's got cats. Who might get their cat?
Oh, we're supposed to rank your
Except for
favorite.
Galaxy Electrics.
Before this game can
liars.
even start, do you have to do a number of things? Is that...
Yeah.
You're just making team names and picking team names. That's pretty much it.
How does the game work? Answer polls. Oh, that sounds fun. I like
Guess the results. So it's a little bit boulder dashy.
it. Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
No, this
it's more
is
like espionage. It's like a Family Feud.
We're gonna
Like-
find out.
Yeah, it is more like Family Feud. Like you're trying to guess the rank of the way people guess. So
Oh,
And there's
so
some people
okay.
in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, so I've already guessed for the team names. Oops.
you didn't. You're not. No, this is just for team names. The game has not started yet.
I was like, oh no, I don't think that's what
Yeah,
people
this-
would have chose. That's what
This
I wanted.
doesn't matter at all.
I love that one of the team names is Damsels.
Damsels, yeah, but,
Damsels? The Damsels of Dorkington.
which made me think of Camels of Dorkington. But
Exactly,
they're
right
a
there.
different team name, yeah.
They're a bunch of camels that saw some of our videos on YouTube and decided they want to be like us. And they have their own movie now. And they're coming to the United States to show everyone their comedy. It's going to be great. Road trip.
The camel toes of Dorkington.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh, man, with those
You
those
found it.
tights we wear.
Stop it.
Galaxy, have you been able to sign into the game? Because I can pop out and play with Sarah if there's not enough space.
Oh, okay, yeah. I wasn't sure what was going on there, but
No, yeah.
it said something like I had to join the audience.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm
You
gonna,
were a
I'm
guest.
gonna
We
pop out.
No.
Hang, no, because that's not gonna do anything. We're gonna have to restart again.
Okay,
And
Sarah and I are gonna play on a team, and so Galaxy Electric can get in. Is what we're gonna do.
I don't think that's a problem. I think the audience was just revealed the code before they got in. I think we have room. Because there's room for 10 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I
7,
counted
8.
11. Yeah.
We should be fine.
Oh,
We just
should
make
be
sure
fine.
we just need to make sure everyone is in before the code is revealed to the audience.
Do I need to
Does that make sense? Are people confused?
Yeah, we have 10 people signed in, but Galaxy Electric is not in. So I'm gonna pop out.
No,
No,
Daniel's gonna
we
restart it.
we have to restart.
Oh no. Okay.
It's okay. It's fine.
All right,
I haven't
let's do
even know how
this.
to join the game. I haven't started playing.
You're
We're gonna do great. We're gonna do it.
no. This one is really This one is. You don't even have to be clever for this one. It's fun.
We can't
Oh,
have
Stefani is down
Galaxy
there.
not playing because they had the most epic running answer the last time we played games, which involves words I will not say.
Are you referring to my my tragic vulgarity that I accidentally let slip out?
That we then repeated like 500 times for the rest of the show. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
I forgot about that. I let her live that down here at home.
Mm-hmm.
I was not living it down.
That happened. I don't remember what it was specifically that was said. So maybe it'll come up in somebody's answer and it'll just be a nice surprise and I'll be like, oh, that's what it was.
I already drank all my wine. I need more. I'll be right back.
If that comes up, I'll be really surprised.
I don't remember it either. I just remember it was super bad. It was super vulgar.
Oh, I remember.
It was very. It was like, whoa,
Which is
like
what made it
baby
so good.
joke.
Okay, so now you should be able to get in
All right.
to the game itself and not in the audience.
Yes. Now I can pick an avatar. Oh, this is exciting. Oh, mushrooms.
Okay, let's see.
We're so predictable.
Okay. I heard someone talking about this before. The team name, is that just myself? Or are we somehow on
There's
team?
there's gonna be two teams for this game, and so you get to submit an idea for a team name now. It doesn't have to be good. You can leave it. Listen, just whatever you want. But and then everyone will vote, and the two team names that get the most votes will be assigned randomly to the teams.
Before the game starts. I love it. Okay.
The vulgarity.
I always freeze up when I have to name things, so no judgment.
So I'm waiting to see what weird thing he comes up with. Just that. That's what
Michael, you can still get in.
There's 2 more spots still.
How is that possible?
Yes. Classic Michael.
And you're rewarded with a spot.
No, E.
It's too late. It's
Okay.
too late.
Oh, he's doing the butthole tornado. Come on, man.
Michael, are you joining? What's happening? Michael, are you joining?
I had to like sign out of YouTube again, and then I'm signing into a thing. I
Yeah,
think I
Michael.
like this little like stabby looking guy, so I'm gonna choose that avatar.
I love it. Fantastic.
Hooray!
You have to choose one first.
Right. Is there anybody else?
Okay. No, but also there is one more spot, I think, but I don't think we want to do an audience member because we can't talk to them and they can't. Because this is a game where you definitely have to talk to each other. So
Do Sarah, is both Galaxy Electric in there?
Is Eric playing? Not to like.
Yeah.
he's in.
I'm in my
technical liaison.
My technical liaison is here.
As I say, we have room for either. What, Sarah, are you in?
We're on the same team, and he was the one
Sarah's
that put
in.
my camera out of focus.
Yeah, earlier.
And are both Galaxy
Off
both all in?
Wow, way to
Are we
throw him
only
under the
one?
bus.
We're a unit.
Damn.
See, yeah, Galaxies is one. So either
If you
y'all
want
can
to,
split up, or Eric, your technical advisor, can join.
don't split
Liaison.
up. Play separately.
Liaison.
Oh, jeez.
The liaison, Daniel, the liaison he's not signed in. He's just next to me.
We're just
Yeah, but he can because we have a spot. Is what
Oh
I'm
no,
saying.
he's
It's
on
fine.
No, he's on the clock right now, so he's not going to be playing
Not
games.
allowed to have fun.
Yes.
He doesn't have fun.
Okay.
D do
It's
double
fine.
duty. D do double duty.
It's fine. Let's start the game. It's okay that there's 4 and 5. It's okay.
Uneven teams.
It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, there's D.
so
Daniel.
Daniel!
Master Jezza was
I
better.
just
They
I
rounded
just-
out to 10 for us.
Just wanted to
I
start.
just didn't want to make D feel like he has to like pay attention. I want them to do
I want
what
them to
they
have fun.
focus where they want to focus.
All right. After 30 minutes, we are finally.
Hey guys, come watch us play games at Gen Con. We totally know how to run a show really well.
It'll go this smoothly, we promise.
At least this smoothly.
It can't go smoother.
No, you did that wrong. You did that real wrong.
Oh, weird.
That's what she said.
All right, are we starting? Somebody start it. Somebody start it.
That's the,
I don't have the power.
was the press.
Got a sex drive, push to start. Got a sex drive, push to start.
There we go.
Remember that song?
Nope. Daniel started it. Daniel, we don't have any audio for this game, but
Gotcha.
I don't know if it's important.
So you got trapped.
I can
while
just tell
trying to
everybody how it
steal
works.
my
Do you want?
treasure.
Whatever you want.
Trapped
I'll
while
just tell you what
trying
to
to
do.
steal my treasure.
My name is Laverne
Allow me to
Cavern.
introduce
Just a
myself.
lonely
My
kid
name is
which will
Laverne
help
Cavern.
countless
I
heroes
help
through the
countless
dark
heroes
and
through the
deadly
dark
doom
and deadly
they've stumbled
doom they've
into.
stumbled into.
And what should I call you? Perfect.
Oh, there we go.
So here's where we'll go. You're right. Instructions are for nerds. Let's go. So let's start with pick a celebrity to hang out with for the day.
What do we do now?
Okay. So now we pick whatever one I guess we would, and then we're gonna.
Yeah. So you'll need to pick like 3 things, and then what they're gonna do is take all of our choices, and then they'll make a rank based on how many people chose, and like you pick 3, but the order that you pick them in is important. So you want to pick your number 1 choice first, because that's gonna get the most points, and then what's gonna happen later is we're gonna go back and forth guessing who, like, what number 1 is and what number 2 is, and that sort of thing.
All right then. Yeah, Stefani,
Ugh.
your little person is thinking about important math things.
What? Oh.
Like f of x and shit. But what about f of g of x? I like it.
Yeah.
And I like you.
Thanks.
Well, I've been
Like you
missing you
too.
guys. Been missing y'all.
We're glad you're here.
I don't know you, but you seem great.
Oh, thank you. I had COVID and then my grandma died. So
Stevani, wait.
Are the 2 things related?
no, grandma did not die of COVID. She died
Oh, that's
of
good, okay.
degenerative
Do
neuromuscular
things
disease. And it's not as sad as it sounds. Like she stayed
everything I
intact in her brain the
Come on
whole
now.
time, and she just kind of lost awareness of things going on while on morphine, surrounded by her children, grandchildren, and great
First
grandchildren.
round
So it's
is the
about as
easiest.
best as you could
Simply
do.
find the top 3
Fair.
answers.
All right, so. The
So
tasteful
somebody's
wizards
got
would
the.
Yeah, the person holding the torch is currently Eric, which means that Eric has to actually choose it. But this is also
I chose Drain, The Rock Johnson.
That was one of mine.
it was a good choice.
Yeah, it was. That's why I
number
picked it.
1.
The best
Like,
choice.
who
a good
wouldn't
choice.
want to hang
It
out
was
with
the
that
first.
dude?
Yeah.
I'm inclined to
I'm
agree.
done. We're done.
All right.
So it's me now. Okay.
It's-
I'm gonna
yes.
choose my number 1.
Okay. We can also discuss it as a team, but we don't have to. So, oh, nice. Queen bee.
That is what I would have
Bam.
suggested. So.
Yep. Fair.
That also seems like it would be fun.
Me, you,
Okay,
man.
so personally, I wouldn't mind some help on this one. Those were my first 2, the ones which we just picked. So this now it gets tougher. I feel like Frank Sinatra would require. Well, first of all, I don't have the impression to be that pleasant to hang out with, and also he's kind of dead. So like that would be
You're not on my team. On mine.
a bit of an issue. But I don't know. I
say it's
anybody-
Frank Sinatra because you're not on my team.
Hey.
I would say you can probably eliminate Frank Sinatra and Judge Judy for the same reasons.
Yeah.
Like, she's fun to watch, but I would not want to interact with her directly. I like watching her be mean to other people. I don't want her to be mean to me.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I don't even like sports. I don't know so much.
Yeah.
So,
You know who the nicest person in the world is?
Tom
Like,
Hanks.
I think he's on that list.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Here.
Like, Tom Hanks is pretty nice. That would be what I would pick, either Tom Hanks or Stevie Nicks.
Fair. Okay, so Tom Hanks then?
I'm okay with it.
Yep. Works for me.
If we have any gorillas, I might pick If anyone is a gorilla on the stream, I'm actually James Goodall.
Oh,
Gorilla.
I had a sex dream about a gorilla once.
No, Rissy, we already
not
did
Tom
this.
Hanks? Wait, you had a sex dream about Jane Goodall?
No, I had a sex dream about a gorilla.
Oh, right. Yes, that's I did know.
All right, so Blythe, it is your turn. We're not going into that because
Sounds great. Honestly have no idea. I don't think it's LeBron James. I don't think we're a bunch of sports heads here.
I say Jane Goodall because of education and animals.
I said Jane Goodall because.
Yeah?
And because also I picked Jane Goodall.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Jane Goodall.
But yeah, I chose her as mine.
All right, here we go.
I'm so proud.
Nice.
See, I should have. Yeah, I picked Jane as well. Actually, I just figured that was just weird.
Same. I didn't realize that everybody would be that into Jane Goodall.
Yeah, you're gonna have cool stories.
Wow.
Tom Hanks is nice, but I mean, Jane
Holy
Goodall can have some cool
shitballs.
stories.
Man, nobody likes the sports here. That's amazing.
Ready for more?
Did you even know
And this
there's a
time,
sports
let's
game
rank
tomorrow?
4 choices instead
Oh,
of
the
3.
superb owl.
No one cares.
Quality a massage therapist could have.
Oh
the worst
my.
quality a massage therapist could have.
I think we're picking 4 this time, just FYI.
Oh, yeah.
Worst quality. Oof.
I would kind of like a dubstep movie.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, makes you snore. What
Sure.
It makes you
does that matter?
Snore.
If you're on the Tasteful Nudes, pick make you snore.
It doesn't say snore. It says soar.
That makes a lot more sense.
If a massage therapist makes you snore, that's a good thing. That
That's
means you
what I
fell
was
asleep.
thinking.
Yeah, like that's the best kind of massage.
I can't read.
The only thing that's more relaxing is a nice MRI.
What are the torches?
Oh,
Why are
no.
there 3 and 1?
That just means how many torches your team has, which will come into play a little bit later.
Do you want
As soon
more
as, like,
torches or fewer torches?
You want more torches.
Well, I was the only person on the team to get a torch, so the
Well-
Tasteful Nudes.
Sounds
Guys,
like you're
have you
kind of a
played this
badass.
Watch out, we got a badass
They
here.
got
For time.
the first place spot though. Why? And we got 2.
I should get a bonus torch for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You should have more torches.
Yeah.
Who made this
Get-
game? I'm gonna find the
You
developer.
get one for getting one right, but you lose. You might lose.
Strongly worded.
Maybe you lost one. I thought it would be like 3 for first place, 2 for second, 1 for
Yeah, actually.
That's what I imagined, but then I saw that the torches were backwards from one another.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you.
Now,
Right.
also pay attention when the question comes up, because sometimes they ask for the order backwards, like they want the least ranked answer opposed to
Oh,
the
they.
answer.
That'll come up in a minute. This one is 2, 3, and 4.
So, do we need Steve Harvey here to tell us we're nasty?
I need Steve Harvey here never.
Well, yeah, he sucks, but it is a Family Feud style game, and you
Rissy,
know.
you need to hit submit.
Oh,
Time's
I do.
almost expired.
It was waiting on you and me. I just realized I hadn't hit submit, so I'm guessing you probably did the same thing.
Ah!
Yes.
Ah! What's happening? I don't. There we go.
Let's see what I've got in store for you next.
Second
For
base.
this round, you'll need to find
Oh,
the
where do you get to
answers
second
ranked
base
2,
in this
3,
cave?
and 4.
Oh, so we
Hey,
don't want the
second
first
base?
answer.
What's fourth base?
2, 3, and 4. Oh, that's
It's like a preview of Gen Con.
Oh, so it's my turn, is it? Well, I think
3 and 4.
right. So Cold Hands was my number 1. So, and I suspect other people picked it. So if
No,
we're
I
going,
like cold
I had
hands.
it in,
It's actually
Yeah.
a benefit for me.
I had it in second. I felt leaves you sore seems like completely
hands
the
is
opposite
in
of what
there
you
for
want.
me,
Y'all giving us a lot of information for our turn. I'm just saying.
so
Run hot.
because like rushes through appointments pretty bad, makes you sore, cancels last minute, and smacks on gum. Those were always like.
Probably talks too much. A lot of people don't like it when people talk too much.
Okay, I'm willing to go for that because yeah, like I don't mind if they talk. I just don't want to be included in the talking. I just like
Rissy
You
vote.
got 8 seconds.
Okay.
Rissy vote.
I feel like
Vote.
rushing.
Hurry.
or-
Do
yeah, okay.
something.
I did.
Hairstylist, yes.
Look at you.
Nice.
Whoa, nice.
Wow, and it was the second. You narrowly missed number 1. That's nice.
Oh, thank you guys. It's your help.
Right.
So I'm
All right.
3, the third.
Yeah, 3 or 4, either one. So, yeah, I would say
Like rushes, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm worried the rushes through the appointment is going to be like number 1 though.
I do hate Rush.
That wasn't my.
It's gonna be
That wasn't
Cold
my top
Hands.
one, and Cold Hands was. My
Cold
top.
Hands is definitely got to be.
Cold
number
Hands
one.
has to be number 1, right?
Like who wants a cold hand?
So maybe Smacks on Gum. Did people say
Eric's
that?
the only one who didn't choose Cold Hands.
No, I didn't say that. I said only played dubstep. So that's offensive.
Yeah, I would say I would say Smacks on Gum would be.
Okay, I'm doing it.
A safe choice. Go for it.
It's safe.
'Cause I feel like it's not. It shouldn't be first, but it should be up.
Solid.
Nice. Very nice.
Nice.
Woo! Narrowly.
This is where it gets tricky.
You guys have to get number 3.
So we don't want to pick number 1, right? Because it says answers 2, 3, and 4.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
And we want number 4.
3.
But same idea.
I'm gonna say only plays dubstep. I mean, that
You
doesn't
don't-
sound amazing, but also it's a bit
Rushes through appointment.
Rushes
Yeah.
through
Yeah,
appointment.
rushes through appointment.
Dubstep.
Rushes
Yeah.
through appointment. Okay.
Dubstep one.
I like
Grant.
dubstep.
I know, that's what I'm trying to go.
Nice.
Oh.
Really solid.
Uh-oh, wait. Oh, so that means we don't even.
Way to carry your
Yeah, we're
team.
done.
Yeah,
That was
good.
it.
It was,
Yeah.
it's gonna be real hard for us. I think with the narrow down.
Let's see who's currently leading in the polls.
I think we're tied at this
We've
point.
arrived at your last question.
No,
One
one
group won't be leaving it. And
Oh,
this time we'll rank 5 choices.
Dag, yo.
What would be the coolest car to own?
Oh.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
Gosh.
God. There's so
Ow.
many good options.
Damn. Damn.
Oof.
Wow,
So these
how
are
am I
in-universe
supposed
cars,
to?
right?
How am I
Yeah.
supposed to choose?
So if you
Oh, no,
own
that's a
like
good question, D. Yeah.
if you own Lightning McQueen, is that considered slavery?
Oh, yikes.
And you're up inside
That
of
was my
him.
Oh, that's a
feeling.
big, that's
You're
a
up
big yikes.
inside of him.
I know, but more robust.
Yeah, that's a good question, D. If they have the abilities they have in the movies, because otherwise, like John Wick's Mustang is just a Mustang.
Did people own
Yeah.
the cars in cars?
Well, there was
or-
a World War II in planes, right? Like in the Cars universe.
Spoon was great. Wow.
5?
5 choices.
I don't care.
Almost all of them.
Well, you better start caring.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't.
got a similar
Is it
issue
paid
there.
off?
I actually
That's
found
all
that
I care
surprisingly
about.
easy to decide.
Are they
I
covering
did too.
insurance?
Yeah, that was
I thought it was gonna be hard, but I was like, no, I know what I like.
because no one's heard of that other
All
crap.
done in here. Who's ready to turn
Yeah.
off the lights?
Wow.
And here we are at the end. In this round, you'll need to rank from the bottom up. That's from 8 to 1, in case that wasn't clear.
Oh shit!
Here we go. Yep. Yep, yep,
Aston
yep.
Martin.
Here you
Aston
go.
Martin or Mustang. I feel like those were.
I think I'm muted.
I
I'm
feel
muted
like-
when their team's picking.
Does
Are you
anyone
muted when the
actually
team's-
want Lightning McQueen? I don't want a car that's sentient. Like I feel like
That
that's
was
Yeah.
one of my.
Muted.
Also,
Actually,
her-
top 5. So the bottom.
He said we're not muted.
I definitely didn't
Why?
choose Lightning McQueen.
Yeah.
Kirby or Lightning?
Give him bad.
No, I did choose
information.
Kirby, and
One
he said
second.
number
Yeah,
8.
it's
Definitely.
E. I'm supposed to choose number.
So Sarah, you can get feedback from your team.
I know,
And be
I'm-
like, what's the worst one? And I'm not gonna tell you because you're not on my team.
I know.
Oh, you guys 9 seconds.
Yeah, we have 5 seconds. You better choose. I
Lightning
would say
McQueen
one of
or
the.
8 actors.
No, I did.
That's what I would have chosen
Kirby is
too.
amazing.
I don't want a sentient car.
Yeah,
I
I thought
don't
about
even
that
know
after.
what it is, honestly.
Oh.
Like, and I wouldn't want a bug. A bug is.
All right. What do you all think?
He's cool.
The least cool car would be Michael Keaton's Batmobile.
Easily.
Oh no!
No,
that was
are
like
you
number
kidding?
2 for me.
Nobody gives
No,
a
that's
way.
yeah, that was number 2 for
So
me
we're thinking
too.
about what the
I literally
what the
chose
common-
that number 3. Christian
Yeah.
Bale's Batmobile blows.
Oh,
That's
I put-
fine that you
I
have
put that one at 5.
heterodox ideas.
But I think the
about
li-
Together might help.
Lightning McQueen doesn't the sentience alone, I think, is enough reason.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
going with McQueen.
I think that's a great choice.
Magic.
Solid.
That's what I said. That was my pick.
Yes, because
That's
it's
what
the
I was
slavery
saying, yeah.
aspect. I'm very uncomfortable with that.
So here's the problem now. Do we go with Herbie the love bug again?
Again? Wait, why didn't?
Well, because it wasn't number 8. So do we think it's number 7?
That's true.
Sure.
Oh.
Uh,
I don't know. Who chose? And did anybody choose the Aston Martin or John Wick's Mustang?
Dude, have you seen an Aston Martin? Beautiful car.
I
don't know
what normal cars because I don't want anything fancy. So
Definitely didn't.
Yeah, for our team.
I'm gonna go with Herbie because.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. I do think that's a good call.
Yeah.
Sarah, I do think you'd appreciate
Hey.
a missile launcher.
There we go.
Wants to roam.
All right, so now you have to pick number 6.
Okay, I am carrying the torch, so I demand silence. Silence.
Sir.
Okay, what are we doing?
Okay, John Wick is actually not cool.
We want pick number 6?
Cool car, but it doesn't have
No,
ability.
I chose John Wick's car as my second.
Where's the mute
favorite.
button? Everyone's
No.
being very loud.
I think number 6.
Well, we're gonna pick the Ghostbusters. I think it's gonna be in the middle.
I think that's
Yeah, it's gonna be in the middle.
Ecto
yeah.
1's gonna be in the middle.
Yeah. That's good, right? The purple guy?
I think so. Now the Ghostbusters Ecto 1 is going to be super highly ranked.
I chose
Well,
that.
Yeah.
as my-
Obvious
very
on
spacious.
after
Yeah,
I got
that's-
it wrong that it's
That was my number
2020.
2.
I think John Wick's got to be the next one.
John Wick.
Yeah, you got to consider
I
the
think
group that
only-
you're voting with here.
That's true.
Although we do seem to be split on a few. of
But
the
also, like, what about
That's-
like age? Like, do you all know what James Bond's car is?
It's Aston Martin.
It's
'cause,
a very nice car.
It's an
I'm not
Aston
asking
Martin.
you, I'm not asking you.
Like that.
Yes.
Anybody else? know what
Yes. It's a very beautiful car regardless.
Okay,
But it
I
can't
have
travel
no
back
idea.
in
That's
time.
why it was very
Right,
bottom
but
of my list.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have Batmobile looks.
I don't know.
I feel like that's a fair. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Solid choice.
Restarts.
With you on that.
I just based it on.
Okay, so we're down to the Batmobiles, the DeLorean, the Aston Martin, and the Ecto 1.
Okay, so I think the Batmobile. I think Bale's Batmobile. With this group, I think that's the right answer.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay, let's go with that.
It's functional, but it doesn't travel through time.
Yeah.
Well,
Boom! Well done!
Yeah,
Well
really
done.
solid.
Yeah!
Very impressive.
All right.
I'm gonna guess the Aston Martin is probably the lowest at this point. What do you guys think?
I mean,
I agree.
Yeah, that's.
It's kind of a crapshoot, but I think that's probably right.
It wasn't
think-
even one I picked, so.
I wanted
Time traveling and the Ecto 1 I think are both gonna be high, and the Michael Keaton's Batmobile I think is gonna be high
Yeah, I
too.
think
Let's
the
go with
Aston
the.
Martin is a safe.
All right, let's go.
Bastard.
Curses.
Yeah, same actually. That's kind of weird.
I'm confused now.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know where to turn.
How would we cheat? We're all
Oh, it's-
talking together.
So it's going to be either Michael Keaton's Batmobile or
Yes, that one.
Okay, I'm
Michael
gonna
Keaton.
go with Michael
Michael
Keaton's. Yeah, let's go with that one.
I'm not even on this.
Works to me.
Hold 1.5.
Come on, come on!
Nice.
Ah!
Done.
Although I voted it much
I know who
higher.
Michael Keaton is.
He has amazing eyebrows. He was the
Batman-
Vulture.
Batman.
He was the Vulture in
Birdman.
Spider-Man.
Birdman, Vulture, and Batman. He's got some.
Moonlighting? Was he in Moonlighting?
Probably the Aston Martin.
Aston Martin. Yeah.
I think so.
To the Aston Martin.
That
Oh, God dang.
Aston Martin or Ecto 1.
I did it. I
So
went for it.
I feel like it's.
Good for you.
I feel like
It's a good choice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Even it says decent.
Wow, I've never made it this far in this game.
I know. The last time we
Don't
played,
screw
we
it
were dead immediately.
We were terrible. Yeah.
Very bad.
Ecto-
Which one is
Ecto
less
1,
cool?
right?
Yeah,
Ecto
Ecto-
1 or
Ecto
Martin
1.
McFly? Yeah.
Time
because
travel, y'all. Time travel.
I think it's
is the
DeLorean
law.
is everyone's top choice, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is our
it has to
choice.
be.
Right now.
Huzzah!
Yeah!
We get to go again because we got it, and the last one's going to be pretty obvious.
Yeah, I've never.
Why would it even let us do the last one? It'd be so stupid.
Yeah, no. It already. Yeah, I already picked it.
Yeah.
We like pick one of one.
You tied.
Tied!
Don't understand.
We all win.
Yay!
Look at us go.
Wow, it happens so infrequently that they didn't even have VO like ready to go for that. They were just like, we'll do like one line, but that's all we're gonna write because nobody's ever gonna tie.
That's funny.
We did better. Why didn't we?
Did anybody else fuck up some Pringles? I really
Oh,
fuck
man.
up some Pringles.
Tiny parabolas.
Yes.
I might do some nachos later.
Oh, yes.
What am I here? Oh, okay.
There's some cartoon shit happening.
Yeah.
Okay, question for chat.
He's getting
How
a
many people in chat are interested
Roger
in
Rabbit fight over there.
Are you asking the audience?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I want to try. I have an idea to try something, but I want to see how many people in the audience are going to be interested in being involved.
I would like to try something I love to do drawing things with artists or some art like creative game, and we have creative
Well, we have Eric here.
guests.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put my
My rate's pretty high for actually.
Well, okay. How about
never mind, forget it. Wait,
how about
can you
your
put his
technical
Venmo?
liaison? No,
What's his
technical
Venmo? What do we
liaison
need?
draws, and you just art direct.
He doesn't have any hands.
That makes it better.
Totally fair.
Nose.
And please don't bring it up.
Okay, they're saying my volume was too low. But yeah,
Oh, Daniel would like to know how many people out in the audience actually would like to play.
because here's what we're going to do: we're going to start a game, and the audience is going to join first.
Oh
What?
boy.
What?
Oh boy, oh boy.
No, we don't give them control. I thought we learned our lesson.
Lessons are made to be broken.
Okay.
I don't think that's how the phrase goes, but close enough.
I'm putting my objection out immediately. I think this is a terrible idea that's going to go horribly wrong, but you know.
Always. That's the Amanda, way.
That we know and love.
Are you looking for us to react to the audience? Because that
Yeah,
we
I don't know
want to
how
hurt
this is even gonna
feelings
go.
or like be put in a position.
And draw takes
Where-
a long time for sit there and wait.
I don't.
Man, that owl has had an autopsy.
Yeah, I feel like we need the audience more than they
Autopsy?
need us. And so
Autopsy.
fuck with them.
Autopsy.
If it wasn't for the audience, we'd just be playing games with our friends. Which
Yeah, that sounds great. Get out of here, audience.
Wait, Matt Richards is here.
But also, we love you.
yeah.
We get the
Yeah, JK. I love you.
Snack that was themed perfectly.
All of you.
Indeed.
Some of you more than others. Which ones? Battle it out. Let's find out.
Daddy loves a
Are we waiting-
winner.
Are we waiting for the audience?
He's just put no. He's got it showing. It's just a battle of who gets in quickest.
No, it's in there. He just.
Oh, I just hit the wrong button.
I don't know my letters apparently.
That's how he gets us to pay attention.
It's like, quit your shit.
Tell audience SOBQ, go for it.
Wow, this
Wow.
is the Hunger Games. Oh, I'm in the audience.
That
Doesn't
Me
want
too.
the audience to be part of it, and now they are, because you're sitting
Well.
on screen and you're an audience member.
I see Mananda made it in. Oh, you made it
Oh,
in.
I didn't make it in. Okay.
Eric made it in.
You're gonna have to pay Eric so much money to play this game, though.
There's
we're getting a preview of his artistic stylings there in the cock and balls.
This is
right.
That cock and balls is worth at least
it's-
$500.
That's a cat with a funny hat on it.
Can you
Oh.
make it an
Oh.
NFT or something?
It's I like how there's a big hole in the top. Clearly, docking has been.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's the poof thing on the top of a stocking cap.
Oh, of course, of course.
Docking? Are you talking about docking?
Always and forever.
Regular or space?
Oh,
Penis, I think is what.
regular or
Penis
well,
variety.
There's
changed
no-
my mind, Daniel. You should have let the audience take over.
I mean, there's no reason you can't combine docking and space docking.
Oh God. Okay, please
not
don't. I regret ever bringing it up. I'm sorry.
As you should.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah, go ahead, start it, Brent.
Get us out of this hell that we're in currently. Just from ourselves.
You know there's no escape. We've been trying for years.
Yep, I just follow you around and burrow under your house. Oh wow.
You don't get to play, we can watch.
Oh, like to watch.
We can make more Gen Con plans while everyone else draws.
There you go.
Michael, are you helping Sarah draw?
No, she does not
This
need my
was
help
not-
drawing.
It wasn't.
Oh,
me.
I know.
Oh, that was fun. Don't actually know.
If it's in space, it's called spocking.
Oh Jesus.
This music is so chill that I'm not worried about the time, and then it
You do have plenty of it. You're not even halfway. But I don't want to make you nervous, but Eric's already finished. Was done in seconds, by the way.
Well, it must be another cat with
well,
a
he
cat.
just finished a thing that took him like 6 months to do. So
8 months.
17 months to do. 15.
137 months.
525,600 months.
Oh, can I log in with a different cat device, or do I have to use the same device?
Don't get your Cintiq out.
You have to use the same device.
Okay.
Otherwise,
You're
it'll think you're a
already
different
in.
person.
Yeah. You could have.
Yeah, if you'd done that from the start.
Well, we're just gonna call it good.
That's sometimes all you can do.
It's true. It's true.
Especially in this one.
Yeah, where you're just like, well, you can't erase, so sometimes it just is what it is.
So the lines are like how far people are along, or how long it took them to do it.
How long they have, yeah, and then it stops when they submit.
Oh, okay.
So the shorter the line, the quicker you were.
So whoever's still drawing needs to submit real quick.
That's a Sarah.
Did it.
You made it.
There's like 9 more of these, aren't there?
Huh. Okay.
Oh.
I was like, why isn't it moving? Oh, right.
This music is very Steve Vai.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. Yeah.
Not that I mind. That's not a bad thing.
I was gonna call it Planet of the Surfers.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I failed to hit submit, apparently. Cool.
Oh, then we're supposed to vote. Okay, what's the Scracrow?
Oh boy.
Jesus, let me get any further than this.
Award bonus likes. I don't know what it means.
Oh my gosh. So
I'm sure that one's it. Wicker Man.
Thank you.
The shadow of the Wicker Man is rising up again.
Oh, wow.
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 Solid.
That's
Holy
a lot
shit.
of points.
I also picked both.
Oh my god.
Oh no. I was like, if Scrackrow turns out to be the winning answer.
What?
Okay. Well then.
Wow.
It's a
Perfect.
wedding.
Perfect.
It's a wedding. There's a wedding. There's a wedding.
We're on a pogo stick.
And
Okay,
there's
yeah.
a pogo kind of stick.
It's a wedding.
Oh, well, it's nice.
Oh. There we
Oh,
go.
gross.
Wow. Now feels
Made a
better.
difference.
Now feels better.
Okay. Then
Oh.
The good thing is that both of these figures seem to be on board with what's happening.
Hurry up.
Yes.
It's
It looks
something in.
consensual, yes. That
Yeah, it
matters
looks
a lot.
consensual.
all drawings must be consensual.
Here are your choices.
Unless the guy behind is like holding like a cardboard hand with a knife behind his back.
I like that someone put in Scrackrow again.
It's really good. I love a good callback. Whoever you are, I love
Right?
you.
Anything.
Surly Bob. Shouldn't there be a top hat?
And here are your picks.
I'm actually glad we did it.
Damn it. Like, that was a really good one. Curse you, Mananda. Well, all right then.
Points, Chrissy.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Why is he only wearing underwear?
Trunks, yeah.
Because I drew him naked and I was like, well,
This game's easy.
they were an afterthought.
Super easy.
All right, let's do another one.
Oh.
Well, this looks like a real nice clam bake. Blythe, that was for you.
Hi.
Hey, I'm serious. Time is up.
That's how you
And here are your choices.
Okay.
Damn, this is a hard one.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you draw it too well, it gets very difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, pick one.
Oh.
Okay, who picked what?
Oh.
Yeah, well, that's a good one.
Yeah, we almost picked that.
Good job, Mananda.
Oh, goddamn.
That's what I thought when I first saw it too.
Yeah. That's a good one. He's sucked up. so good.
Not the real one. Is it just merry-go-round?
And it is.
No.
No! Curses! Damn it. Oh. Well, there we go.
Why isn't it called a night merry-go-round?
What happens if there's
That's a good question.
people that think the same one? What if you write in the one that it actually is?
It'll tell you got too close and it'll make you choose something else.
Yep.
Type in a convincing title now.
Looks like my best friend from grade school.
Please put that as your caption.
My best friend from grade school.
Quick, type in anything.
I was looking at you.
Okay, here are your choices.
Aw.
Fossil of Yum.
Fossil of Yum is like Fountains of Wayne.
Probably like it better.
Oh. Pick an answer.
Michael's frisk pet.
Wrist.
Let's see what people picked.
If I was in this game, I would have called it Juliana's tattoo.
Damn it.
Where is this tattoo located?
I mean, like, damn, that was good because that was immediately what I thought when I saw it. I was like, that's why it's cool.
Because I've never seen that tattoo on Juliana.
Oh shit! Well, how about them apples?
Oh, so it wasn't an it was just words. Or was it?
Up next.
Wow. I mean, that's for sure. a
Manic
hammer.
band. Oh! Not too close.
Too close to the sun?
Hello. Hurry up, people. Just type something in. And here are your choices.
Crack too.
Just tap any button.
I've never had this nightmare. Considering how many nightmares I've had, that's
here are your
surprising. Damn it.
Yeah, I was part of the 50% audience in that one.
Into my parlor.
Yeah, I typed in those exact words. It was like,
Oh, damn.
That's my band name.
You rebranding? You rebranting?
Oh no.
Ah!
Oh.
That would be a better name.
Let's take a look at our next drawing.
Oh my.
Yo.
Wow.
all the minions sound effects happening.
Here are your choices.
Must be Tuesday.
Scarecrow.
Son of Scarecio.
Galaxy Electric actual baby.
Select an answer. Come on.
Seems like they're giving you less time in this edition of Raffle.
And here are your picks.
Oh, well, thank you.
Rissy.
It was really good.
Thank you. I just saw the notes coming out and I'm like, well docked, sir.
Oh.
Amanda, you always get me.
Hey.
What's with the musical note?
And the M. Ah, well.
Let's take a look at our next drawing.
Wow, there's so much happening in this, and I love all of it.
Oh.
Hello.
Come on. Typing time is almost up.
I do think there's less time. I'm feeling
That's
rushed.
faster, you're right.
Okay.
I think you
Here
can
are your
set
choices.
that. I don't know.
You can change it.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh.
This is amazeballs.
Wow.
That's incredible. Sweet.
Wow.
Jesus.
There's so much going on here.
Natal nurse.
There's so many good ones.
Choking a scrotum. Fuser was.
I really like that one. Yeah.
I panicked and I didn't vote for anything.
That's good though. That's good.
Oh.
Choking a scrotum.
Ah,
Wow.
yeah, I'm amazed anybody got it. I'm glad people identified correctly that there were DNA molecules, though.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Music.
How do you do a daily double?
Ha!
And now, this drawing.
Oh.
Oh.
Concerned. Hello.
Hey, I'm serious. Time is up.
Ooh.
And here are your choices. Oh.
Not even funny.
Who did pointillism? Because that one's really bad.
Yeah, I still like it though.
Just pick one.
Hello.
And here are your picks.
Snaggletooth.
Just a little guy. Just a little guy.
Interest weight.
Pretty good.
Curses!
Valerie.
Valerie!
I think his worried look is coincidental.
Yeah.
Easy.
A wolf lover, really.
Wolf lover. Thank you, wolf lover.
Wheezy!
Oh, Amanda!
Amanda.
It's fucking killing it.
Oh yeah.
Most liked. People like me.
They like you. They really like you. Thanks, everybody. That sure was fun.
Oh, I don't know. Are we doing another one?
I mean, we could just kill it.
Yeah, no, I think we're killing it. I think that was a good, like.
Hey, that was a good episode of QPalooza.
Right? I want to kill it before Daniel does, before it gets so bad that Daniel's like,
He just
it's
cuts
time
us
to-
off.
We're done. Drop that mic. Yeah. Any last words? No? Oh, we're good. Wait. No, Amanda's up. That's what's going on. Oh,
I
never
see
mind.
Miles.
I saw Amanda up there. All right, we'll see you in April. Thank you, Galaxy Electric. Thank you, Eric Sherman. Thank you, Damsels of Dorkington. Thank you, Daniel Naruda.
Yeah, for doing
And,
making all
we've
the
got-
things work.
Thanks to Vani and Professor Shy Guy. Kim was here at some point. All our
She was here
beautiful-
for like a minute while her battery
Hot
lasted in her.
We're done. He's like, that's enough.
Yeah.
We're